Alright, so this is a comparison of the three main Buzz Lightyears in my collection, besides the Beast Kingdom Buzz Lightyear. And look at the two over here on the left and try and guess which one is the signature. I guarantee you can't do it. They look really similar. One over here is the Disney Store 20th anniversary. I have reviews of all three of these on my channel, so be sure and check that out. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified as soon as I upload a new video. It helps to grow my channel. Once I start getting to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So if you want to be part of that, be sure to subscribe. Anyway, so I'm going to just kind of compare these three, and I have an interesting wing comparison thing I want to do from a still from Toy Story 3, just to show which one is the closest to the movie accurate length, and the result is probably going to surprise you. Anyway, so over here on the far left we have just a regular talking Buzz Lightyear that's made with the digital data. I have a review of that. I got one new in box. In the middle we have the Signature Collection Buzz Lightyear, the one that I am 99.9% sure is a cloud variant. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have the box. I also had to do some cleaning up on this guy when I got him, unfortunately. For what I paid with him, for what I paid for him, I was really disappointed in the seller not describing that. But I have him now, so is what it is, I guess. And then all the way over to the right, we have the Disney Store 20th Anniversary Buzz. The only one I have batteries in right now is the Signature Collection, because I just got done doing a review of that one, so be sure and check that out once it's uploaded. For the purposes of this video, the Signature is off, so none of them are going to have batteries. But if you want to see their functions, I have reviews of each individual one, so be sure and go check that out. Okay, so first off, we're going to have a look at the green that they used. And if you look over to your left, you can see that the Talking Buzz Lightyear has a deeper green tone to him on the paint. The Signature, who also has glow paint, is a lighter green tone, and it's probably more movie accurate actually as far as the green tone for the Signature. And then to the right we have a green tone that matches the Talking Buzz on the left. Also, again, as far as what I'm seeing, it looks like the Signature on the green tone is the closest to movie accurate. Now, the Talking Buzz Lightyear has little divots up in his hands up here that you might not be able to see real well. I think you can see him in my shot. It's also described better in the review I did of him. That simulates, to me, ball joints, because in the movie when you see Buzz moving his hand around, he has a little slot line like that. It's part of the ball joint. So that simulates ball joints in his hands, so I really like that detail on that Buzz. Signature does not have that and does not have ball joints. I think for them making a supposedly movie accurate Buzz Lightyear and releasing it as a Signature Collection and what they charge for it and everything, he should have had ball joint hands. That's kind of a simple thing to add, and they didn't add it, so I'm really disappointed that he does not have ball joint hands. The Disney Store one definitely doesn't have ball joint hands. So, this Buzz over here, his fingers are not individually jointed. They just move as a whole. Signatures are individually jointed. Disney Store has one movable finger, and the rest are all jointed together. So, Signature Collection is also a better Buzz because he has individually articulated fingers. As far as their helmet and head size, I think the best looking head size to helmet ratio is the talking Buzz Lightyear over here, because there's a good amount of space up here at the top, whereas on the Signature Collection there's less space. And in the movie he's got a good amount of space as far as the top of his helmet is concerned. Zoom out a little bit here, so you can kind of see that there's just a little bit of space up there for his head. Disney Store, it's almost touching on Disney Store. And on the talking Buzz Lightyear, there is a lot larger amount of space. So I prefer that look to Signature, in my opinion. Also, looking at them from the side, the cloud version of Buzz here has a little bit different backpack. The tops are a little wider and more pronounced, and the talking Buzz is thinner and slightly higher as well. So I like the way the talking Buzz backpack looks over the Signature from a side view. The chest, the Signature chest is much more pronounced than the talking Buzz, so I prefer the talking Buzz chest to the Signature. From the back, they look pretty much identical to me. I don't know if you can spot any differences, but they look pretty identical to me, besides the lack of stickers. Excuse me a minute. Excuse me. But again, you can see the difference in the green tone. I can see it even clearer in person. This Signature Buzz has a lot lighter green tone. I believe that's also a attribute of a cloud, is the green tone is lighter and more movie accurate. But as far as their posability, the most posable figure is obviously the Signature Collection version. Now for the Disney Store, things that the Disney Store has that the other two Buzzes do not have. Number one is karate chop action. So you push the button on the back, and he has a karate chop action like in the movie. So if you want the Buzz that has the most movie accurate features, it would be the Disney Store Buzz. As far as the what he can do physically, it would be the Disney Store Buzz. The Disney Store Buzz is also much taller than the other two, or a good bit taller. I guess it's not much, but it is taller than the other two. And as you can see, the Disney Store Buzz has some shoulders going on. Big old shoulders. So there's that. And again, as you can see from here, the Disney Store Buzz's head almost touches the top of his helmet. So that's a little ridiculous. Okay, so now I want to do wingspan comparisons. So we're going to take the talking Buzz made with digital data here and deploy his beryllium carbonic alloy wings. So as you can see, this Buzz's wings are extremely nice and straight. Very, very, very straight. They pop out really nice and full too. These extend all the way. From the back, you can see how nice and uniform they are, which is really, really, really nice. I really, really like that about this Buzz. I really like this Buzz in general. This might be my favorite Buzz just because I don't know why for sure. I have like kind of a little love affair with this buzz for some reason. Anyway, so that is that buzz's wingspan. Now we will do signature. Those are the signature's wings. And as you can see, this one has the lights where the talking does not. Here's the signature from the back. As you can see, this one wing likes to hang down just a little bit. But they are straighter and more even than most of the other buzzes, because some of the yellow labels, they'll have one wing that's like all the way down yonder. So, and from the front specifically, they look really, really nice and even and straight. But comparing the wingspan to the talking buzz, as you can see, the talking buzz is much straighter and sticks out further past his elbow than the signature, just because of the way that they're designed and they pop out. Here's a look from the back. Tried to get them both in the shot. So as you can see, this buzz has extremely nice, straight, well-defined wings, and they appear a little bit longer than this one. Putting them back to back, they are a little bit longer, but part of that is probably because they pop out much straighter. So you can see the length difference there in those buzzes' wings. I'm gonna fold, well, maybe I can just scoot so there's room for all these magnificent, impressive wingspans I got on display. Here, okay. Now, Disney Store's wings. As you can see, I fixed this. If you'd watched the review, I said I needed to glue that. Disney Store wings are really nice. They have a real nice length, and they're straight. They are not thick enough, though, to be movie accurate, unfortunately. So, comparing this wingspan to these other two, we'll do signature first. As you can see, the Disney Store wings are much, much longer than the signature wings. I activated some karate chop action there. So as you can see there, much, much longer wings. This is also a little bit bigger figure, so I think they got the extra length in there because of that. Also, another thing about Disney Store is when you fold his wings up, these lights kind of stick out the bottom. It doesn't look bad, but they do stick out from the extra length, whereas if you fold up collection series wings, so you can see they fit up in there nice and uniform, more like in the movie. Now, comparing the Disney Store wings to the Talking Buzz wings, pop those out. We can see again that the Disney Store wings are definitely much longer. However, the straightness of the wings is definitely more identical. Now let's see if they just appear longer because of the figure. So They're really close. They're actually really, really close to the same length. However, they are a little longer in length than the Talking Buzz or the Signature would be. And the backpack on the Disney Store is also much smaller. So the wings would be that much longer than the other ones in regards to the backpack length. Good old karate chop action coming at you. Okay, so here's all three figures with the wings deployed. So you can see a comparison there. My favorite is looking at them from the front with the wings deployed is the Talking Buzz. I really like the way that one looks. This one also is it's a second for me, I would say, just because of the movie accurate look to them, the translucency, and the movie accurate lights. Disney Store has the lights, but they're not movie accurate as far as the style and the way that they're on there. So there's that. Now I want to do an interesting comparison. So I need to show you a little movie still from Toy Story 3 real quick. So I'm gonna grab a laptop and get that out. Okay, so as you can see from this picture of the Buzz manual in Toy Story 3, you can see how long his wing is supposed to be in relation to his arm. And you can see that just the tips of his finger and his thumb go past the end of his wing. Also, you can see that there should be a line here on the wing coming out, as well as this valley that I talked about in the Disney Store review. I don't know why they didn't include this kind of stuff on the Signature, because it was supposed to be exactly movie accurate. Also, we're going to take a look and see how these line up with this hand length to wing length ratio that is displayed in this manual. The results are interesting, so we're going to do that now. All right, so first Buzz, we'll do Talking Buzz. Have that picture of what that's supposed to look like in your mind as we look at this. So as you can see, that is this wing, to be movie accurate length, should go out to here. So it needs that much more length on it to be a movie accurate length Buzz wing. About an inch of extra length is what it needs to be movie accurate Buzz wing. Also doesn't have the valleys or the little cutouts. So that's the Talking Buzz. The Signature is going to be very similar, but we'll do it anyway. Signature Buzz. This is the one that's supposed to be the most movie accurate, so we should have a perfect wing length, exactly like the movie. Not even close. As you can see, because these do go down just a little bit, they're not as straight as the Talking Buzz. Whole hand and some of the wrist is out there, so this one needs a little more than an inch in length. If they sat super straight like the Talking Buzz ones do, it would probably be closer. But as you can see, the wing should end right here, right about this purple part on his hand. So a lot of more length needed there. Now these two Buzzes, the wings in the picture in the manual go down to here as far as this thickness. They go down to right before the jet exhaust. So the thickness is good. The length is not correct. And that Buzz also does not include the little details of the cutouts in the valleys. So as you see, these from the back are the closest in thickness. And the way they sit is also a little bit closer in length to the movie. So, but it is almost exactly the same as the way the Signature collections look as far as length. So the wings are not movie accurate at all for multiple reasons. Now, Disney Store. Disney Store has a lot more features going on that are movie accurate. Is that the karate chop arm? We don't want to do the... Yeah, that's the karate chop arm. Okay, we don't want to use that arm. I'll have to use this arm. Okay. So, put his arm out straight. And as you can see, those are not long enough either. And in fact, in correlation to his arm length, which he has longer arms because he has bigger they're not ball joints, bigger shoulders, it makes him appear like his wings are shorter than the others, even though they're a tad bit longer, just because of the way the figure is made. But again, his wings should end here, and they don't. So now I will say that if they did extend the wings on all these to be that long, the chances are when you have them folded up, even completely locked in place and everything, that they would stick down a lot further in the back and wouldn't be able to sit up nice and smooth and even in the backpack. But there's got to be a way where they could get that extra length on there and still have it movie accurate. So, in my opinion, I think it's doable. This one does have the valleys, so it's got that going for it as far as movie accuracy. It has little lines there, but they're not the same as the movie, and that's just from the way the wings put together. But as far as the back and the overall look of the wings extended, this one is the most movie accurate with the details. Unlike the expensive Signature or the Talking Buzz that's made with the digital data. So I just wanted to go over that because I mentioned in my other videos, one of the biggest things for me when I was a kid about watching Toy Story, and I had my 1995 Buzz Lightyear, was that the wings on that were so short, weren't even close to the movie length. So just looking at it from the front here, my favorite Buzz, my personal favorite Buzz out of all these three that I have, is the Talking Buzz Lightyear. I just like how uniform he is, and the little details in the wrist for the fake ball joints, how nice and straight the wings are, the distance from the top of the helmet to the head and everything. That one is my favorite. Signature is cool and collectible and everything. It's not movie accurate. If it was 100% movie accurate, it would be amazing, and I would love that. And if they made one that was 100% movie accurate, I think they would sell a ton of them. But I'm not sure how they would get that little bit of extra length in the wing and also be able to fold them up nice and even in the pack. I think it's doable. There's a way to do it, but they haven't done it yet. So also the movie wings are like paper thin, which on the Signature and the Talking Buzz, on the end piece of the wing, the second piece that pops out, they did a good job of making those thinner. I believe on the Signature they're actually thinner than on the Talking Buzz, but they did a good job of making those thinner. However, if the whole wing was that thin, I'm sure there would be problems with it breaking, and I'm not sure how they would get the mechanics in there that are needed for them to release and pop out like they do from the end, because there's a little clip in there that hooks it on, and then that clip catches the little tab on the backpack to deploy the second part of the wing when they pop out. Anyway, so my favorite one is the one on the far left. To me, if that one had been released just like that with a wrist communicator, it doesn't need to make any noises or anything, but just flip open like the Disney Store one with the sticker, movie accurate sticker in there. Real ball joint wrists on that one would be cool, and glow paint, even without the real lights on the wings, just the red and the green and the nice straight wings the way they are there. That would be my favorite Buzz. If it had a whooshy helmet, that would be cool too, but I'm not a big fan of that little button that sticks out on the Disney Store. I think they could make that better and have it work still. Anyway, so my favorite Buzz out of these three, if I just had to keep one of these Buzzes out of these three, it would be the one on the far left, just the regular Talking Buzz Lightyear. That's my favorite buzz. So, what's your favorite buzz out of these three? Leave your opinion in the comments and let me know. Thanks for watching. Again, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified when I upload a video. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video.